to be like going into the same thing, you know, with a different person, because you're going to have already healed that wound. So you're not going to be triggered anymore by that kind of thing, or you're not going to be attracted, or you're not going to be attracting or magnetizing those kinds of people anymore. Even though I know that they don't come off as like, hey, I'm here to abuse you. No, I know that. But they, you know, but it's almost like they sense like they're attracted to what it is that you have within yourself too, which is very hidden in the moon, that we don't even realize it from other wounds from the past and stuff. Okay. So anyway, that's a whole other video. I don't want to take it too long, but again, I do have that available for you. I'll be more than happy to assist you with that. And I do have those services available. You could email me, and I could definitely get with you on that, and I'd be more than happy to do that. Okay. We have taco de ojo. So look past the physical. So there's something here about body image and physicality. And then breadcrumbs. So in this situation, most likely there was some breadcrumbs going on, some ghosting. Basically, it was a narcissist, a Beauty and the Beast kind of situation. And you would rather walk away. Yes, for sure. Of course. Hello. Why wouldn't you? And it looks like here, this you were protected and being watched. Okay. You have a guardian angel here. This is your fairy godmother. So, you know, you came out of it. You came out of it pretty much, you know, all in one piece here. Okay. And if you haven't came out of it all the way, then, you know, you're getting there. Okay. Hakuna Matata. Don't worry about it. It means no worries for the rest of your days. Okay. So let's see how we're going to turn this, right side up, and let's just pull a little bit of tarot here. I'm going to move this to the side since we already went over all of this. I know. I try to do a reading that's just, you know, and it's a whatever comes out. Can you imagine? Okay. But I did ask for the messages that were most needed for the highest good and for our highest timelines as a collective, for the most healing. So apparently this is a message people needed to hear. Okay, so let's get some tarot here. Okay, let me see. All right, here we go. All right. Okay, there's a lot of them here, but it's okay. So we have the Eight of Wands, and that's upside down here. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, King of Cups, the World, the Wheel, the Chariot, the Devil. Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay. So starting off, we're going to go ahead and go with these here. Okay. We have the energy here of the Eight of Swords. Okay. The Eight of Swords. Man, this is going to be a long video. I should have made it two-part. Okay. The Eight of Swords here is, if you look at it, there is a woman here, okay? And she's looking in the mirror. And in the mirror, she has like, you know, she's like binded up. And she's like, oh my God, I can't see. And I can't move. Even though she really could easily just like, you know, open her arms and, you know, knock the birds out, right? But here, if you look at it in reality, that's just something that she's seeing. It's like a self-induced kind of like imprisonment that she is putting herself in, that she's seeing, that she's seeing mirrored to herself there. You know, so it's not even really like a reality. That's just kind of something that it's a mental thing. Okay, the swords are all about the mental space. It's your mental. Here we have the devil energy. The devil energy, see, the devil's pretty. He's very handsome. He looks like, hey, what's up? Look at me. I'm a rock star. Hey. Yeah. You know, my hair's flowy and whatnot. You know, I have my little six-pack. And over here, it's like there's right here. Wait, there's a puppet, right? And the guy has his hands to his head like, I'm going crazy. Kind of like this, like a self-induced prison. Okay, because, you know, they say that the devil, he can't do anything to us, but he sure as hell can mess with our psyche and our mind, right? And that's pretty much what that is. It's confusion. It's indecision. It's all of that stuff. We're allowing for, they say that if you're not strong in what you stand for and what your belief is, then somebody will come in and kind of just insert whatever it is they want in that blank space. That's pretty much what happens here. The situation where the devil is pretty much obsession. It could be addictions. It could be anything that is unbalanced, anything that's overindulgence. And it's also like when we're in a negative, more low vibrational kind of headspace, okay, where we're not really in tune with our higher self. We're not in tune with our higher power. So that's when we could get overtaken by this energy where it's just like, you know, obsessed, and it's not even real. It's just like, it's just an illusion. Okay. So anywho, Now we are going to these. We have the wheel, the world, which is basically like the end of a cycle. Okay, and then we also have the wheel. So we have the world and the wheel, and the wheel is like the karmic cycle that's turning. So it's basically like stating like, so you have the light and then you have the dark. So because that is the wheel of life. You know, sometimes when you're on top, you're on top. When you're on the bottom, you're on the bottom. And it's not good or bad. It just is, right? It's like a gamble. So it's like if you're not learning your karmic lessons, then this wheel won't turn for you for where you get where you learned your karmic lessons. It's gonna go back. Okay, so you're gonna go back and you're gonna have these kind of cycles again. So here it's like we have the Three of Cups, and in this deck, it's like the three girls are looking up at the stars, and it's basically like, you know, celebrating and kind of, you know, yes, look at us. We're so grateful and thankful that we're here in this, we're free and in this beautiful starlit sky, as opposed to being, you know, over here by ourselves in this mental prison that we have put ourselves in, right? So this is the after here. After we decided that we're going to break free from this bullshit, okay? We saw the truth and we decided we're going to break that cycle. Thank you for shopping. No thank you anymore. And we're turning the karmic wheel because we are actually getting ourselves out of that cycle. We saw what we needed to see, and we have now learned the lesson. So now we're going to celebrate with our friends and be thankful that we're out of that bullshit, right? And we're working together with ourselves. We're working together with our higher selves. We're working together with, like, you know, with your higher power, with God, with your source, your higher self and yourself, to get working as a collaboration to kind of build yourself again. Okay. You're giving, this one here is giving, equal give and take. So it's like giving and giving back, getting and giving, getting, giving. And you're doing that with the universe, with source, with your higher self. Okay. Because now, you're the King of Cups is, somebody that is balanced in their emotions, and their emotionality is now emotionally intelligent. And now it's like there could be a tsunami going on here, and the King of Cups is still going to be just chilling there, you know, being able to just keep himself steady and keep himself grounded, even in the whole emotionality of the ocean, because the water element has a lot to do with emotions. It has a lot to do with basically your emotional body, right? And your heart space. So if you notice here, it's like he has this light emanating from his heart, and it's just emanating all over his body equally. And he has his crown up here, and he's kind of just tempering the water. So if you haven't already, once you start collaborating with yourself, collaborating with source, and really just working on doing your work, your internal work, like I said, going in deep and healing yourself like that, you're going to be able to temper yourself and get to the point where you are getting emotionally intelligent and being able to really contain your emotions and your reactivity, and get to a place of self-love and of self-acceptance, because we could only meet others where we meet ourselves, and vice versa, right? So now that we have come, because before maybe this would have been upside down, because being in that situation causes a whole lot of like discertainty, it just really throws your emotionality haywire, and you really become completely emotionally unstable. Okay, totally. So now that you're working towards your 10 of Pentacles, which is building yourself and getting yourself to that place of coming together with a collaboration, a person, building a family, because now you're complete, and you're able to just kind of give, and you're ready for somebody, and you're going to be able to have somebody come and just give also, and you will no longer accept breadcrumbs or accept you giving and somebody not giving back, or somebody flip-flopping on you, right? So you're getting on the Chariot, which is basically no turning back. You're getting on this Chariot to move forward. You're moving forward full speed here. And that's pretty much what this is. But like, I want to know here. And then the 7 of Wands. See, and this is the Seven of Wands is a lot of the times kind of like, you know, being defensive and fighting your ground and standing your ground. But here she's using that. It's like she's created this inner peace, this bubble that nobody could fuck with her anymore, because she's already like, you know, she's been there, done that, and she's not allowing that shit no more. She's like, no, thank you for shopping. I have my little bubble, and if you're gonna break my peace, then yeah, you're not allowed in my bubble. Okay, my bubble is protecting me, because you've done so much work to ground yourself and really get to that healing. And if you haven't already, that's something to look forward to. Okay, and like I said, you can email me, and I'll be more than happy to read into that for you, what it is for you personally, because everything's going to be different for everybody. The Four of Wands, and that's stability. See here, they have the teepee, so and a lot of that in itself in tarot generally, the Four of Wands is stability. It's like, you know, in the original deck, it has there's a wedding going on right there. It's basically like you're stable. You're there's like there's a foundation to keep you afloat, like whatever you're building, and it is balance. Okay. And then at the bottom of the deck, I have the Judgment. So it's like you call judgment, you judge yourself and you judge the situation. And this is what you decided that, you know, this is what you did about it. Okay. And we have the Ace of Wands. So now, you know, you're ready and open to new creative endeavors. Like your creativity, your fire is there again. So maybe your fire was blown out for a little while, but your fire's back, and you're ready to create new things, to create a new business, to create new ideas, to just, you know, be creative and get what you want. Go after what you want, and start a new exciting beginning, because you walked away from the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands in other tarot is somebody that is laying on the floor and they have 10 wands on their back because they have been done the most to, like betrayed in every aspect of itself. And it's by somebody that's really close to you, because, you know, they have to get close enough to put the sword in your back. But in this one, it's beautiful because the 10 of Wands is just saying, you know what? I'm just walking away from what doesn't serve me. And she's walking into something new, like just walking into her whatever is coming next for her. Okay. And the Ten of Pentacles, and this is somebody that has built, again, if you see here, I talked about collaborating and building together with somebody, right? And what you end up doing is you end up building yourself to where you're independent, you have your peace, your inner peace, you're at peace with yourself, you're self-sufficient, you know, you're somebody that basically is self-made. You have worked your way up. You're at a point now where you have 9 pentacles, and all you need is the one more, so you could have the 10 of pentacles, which is somebody else that is also equally has themselves together to this point, to where you join together and you come up and you are able to have this here. Okay, let me see what else we have here. So it doesn't matter what happened in the past. We're not even going to look into that, because that doesn't matter anymore, because this is a beautiful outcome here. And this is exactly what could come of it, because this is energy that is available to you. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups too. So that is a new cup of love. That is a love for yourself, a newfound love that you have for yourself. Your heart has been replenished. Your heart has been purified, and is now at this where it goes hand in hand here with the self-love and the balance again. So then when you're ready to give that cup to somebody again, you're able to give that cup that is filled. You're not having to pour out of a cup that is not filled whatsoever, that you don't have to give to. Okay, and you're now going to be able to take care of your cup. Okay, because most likely you went into hermit mode, which is going into the dark and you know, finding your light. Okay, so that's what I mean by going into cutting deep into all of this, and really just going into the scary stuff and coming out. But as you're coming out, you're healing. So you really have to go into the depth of yourself, into the dark, and shine your light that you have within, to really just, you know, with your little lantern here, shine light on it, what it is that you need to see. No longer hiding things from yourself, because you did go through a 3 of Swords, which is a heartbreak. It was a heart-wrenching pain that you went through. Okay. So, but you chose to walk away from it. Okay. And then we have the Death and Rebirth here, which is exactly Pluto energy, but exactly what we're talking about. And the Queen of Cups, which is the counter, which is the Queen and the King of Cups. Okay, so you're balancing yourself out in your female and your masculine energy. And the sun, because the sun is the happiest card of the deck. It's the sun is exactly what is a life force. Without the sun, nothing grows. Okay, and last but not least, we have the justice, because you brought yourself justice. Okay, so we another lesson we learned is that we don't wait around for anybody to bring us justice. We could give it to ourselves by taking our power back. Okay. Well, I'm just going to do this one because it's here. And this is the magician, because you were able to alchemize and you were the magician in your own life. You were able to manifest a way out, and you were able to manifest with your higher self and your spirit. You were able to manifest your way out of the situation and into the light with yourself, and getting yourself this now to the Empress energy. And the Empress is basically all of the queens. You went through the Pentacles, which is like, building yourself up with your material stuff. You went through the Queen of Swords, which was all of the mental. Okay, you went through all the mental lessons, and you passed those, which were very hard. And I think that sometimes those are some of the most difficult ones, because it's all in your head, and you're your worst enemy when it comes to the mental space and all of that stuff. You went through all of that. You died. It was death and rebirth. And you also went through the Queen of Cups. Which we showed right here. You balance yourself out there. So we have the mental, the emotional, and then we have the also the fire within, getting that back. And I bet if I keep on shuffling, I'll probably get the Queen of Wands, and that's all the queens, and that means that you're here we go. Look, 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment, and 8 of Wands. And this is all stuff that you did using your magic with yourself. And it's a hard work, but it pays off. And I'm gonna leave it there, because I feel like we've got more than enough. And with all of this, this is definitely gonna put this upright. And you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and shovel. Okay. Ow. Oh my gosh. It had fallen on the floor. I knew it. Okay. So I knew this was going to come out, and it fell on the floor. This is another, this is a elewan another way, and it's upright. Okay. And it has a little candle, and it has, little candies. And it's basically is telling us and confirming that the path is now open. Your roads are open, because he opens roads, and he's the gatekeeper. And he was upside down, but I said we're gonna turn him right side up. And sure enough, I shuffled, and he fell on the floor, and it was right side up. So I knew that I had to shuffle again, because I wanted to show that I just think that's super awesome, and it basically reiterates everything that I just said, and it confirms. Okay, so let's just get a little last going away message here. So again, let's not worry about anything about what's going to happen to anybody from the past, or whatever. All of that, it's like if somebody from the past, comes or goes or whatever, or, gets, let's not even worry about all the spell work and all that crap. Who cares? Because it's already telling you that you've been protected. You don't have to worry about any of that shit. You've been protected, and you have your fairy godmother, which is your higher power. You have some ancestors. You have an angel that's pulling you out of this shit. So don't even worry about that, because you don't need to be getting caught up in that. What you need to worry about is just healing yourself and asking yourself why. So remember, if somebody was an asshole, why were they an asshole? Where are you being an asshole to yourself? Somebody was lying to you? Okay. Why were they lying? And who cares about why they lied? And that person doesn't matter. We're going to use them as a guide for ourselves, like a mirror. Where am I lying to myself? Somebody was making us feel bad about our body. where am I making myself feel bad? Where am I not accepting myself and my body? Because we have to realize that we are going through things and we are learning, and we could only do so much. We are human. We have to be compassionate with ourselves and love ourselves through every step of the healing journey. And if you gained a little weight, or you lost a little weight, or if you, whatever it is that you did, forgive yourself and just love yourself, and give yourself some care, and all of that stuff is going to come back into play. It's all about everything that you were giving out to everybody else, we're going to give to yourself, and bring yourself back to center, bring yourself back to balance. Because remember the equation, all right? So to simplify the equation, you have to bring it back to self. Bring it back to simple form, which is me. Okay? Anytime that we're pointing out to anybody else, we're not simplifying. We're not doing ourselves any service, because as long as we're in victim mentality, we're just going to keep on being a victim. Next time somebody's going to come, it's going to be even worse. So it's better to empower ourselves and just see everything as a reflection of ourselves, and say, okay, so where is it that where it happened? What happened? How did this person slide in? At what point did like, where did they get me? At what point where did they hook me? Like, where is it that this person, because I mean, it is sinister. Okay, so it's like, where is it that this, like, little little demon person, where did they see my weakness? Where's the weakness that I'm not sensing in myself? Where is that? Where, like, I need to look into that so I could go in there and heal that. And at this, and a lot of it is the inner child, healing the inner child, getting in touch and healing. And again, I don't want to make this too long, so I'm not really going into that too deeply, but this is just basically to get the idea of this situation and how to go about it to empower yourself, how to take your power back, so that like I said, you don't have to worry about any of that bullshit. You don't have to worry about what happened at this point. That's not even important. It's insignificant. Like, don't even give it power. Like, don't even give it. The more that we blame it, and the more we give it names, and we're like, oh, the narcissist, and oh, they have like the channels, and it's like everything talks about them. Forget that. That's not like it doesn't matter. That's irrelevant, because we're not going to deal with that anymore, as long as that we focus on what's important, which is healing from within and looking at ourselves. So it's taking it back to self. Okay, we've been conditioned way too much, giving everybody labels, and like labeling everything, and labeling all this clinical bull stuff, and and I'm sure it's fine, and when it comes to a clinical diagnosis and whatnot. But at the end of the day, I like to live my life by not putting myself into boxes, not labeling myself, because then that limits me, and I don't want to be limited. I don't know about you. Don't let people limit you. Don't let people put you into a box. Don't do that, because then you're giving them the power. You always need to take you need to hold your own power. Don't be outsourcing your power or your happiness. So again, that doesn't really matter. It's like when we tell people, like, the bullies, whatever the bullies, whatever they have to say to us is no big deal. Like, let's not give it any kind of significance, and let's just kind of let's instead look at why it is that's hurting us so bad, or what is it that is triggering within us. Because honestly, it has nothing to do with them. All of the triggers that took place are triggers that we already had, from, like, our childhood or other relationships, and that just happened to trigger us. Okay, so I could do a lot more on this topic. If you want, just let me know. And again, I do have those services available to you, and I'll be more than happy to get to talk with you and help you out with this, because it is tough. But I think I have decoded the way to bring your power back, and just, bring it back to self. Like I said, I think that's something that I came up with, simplifying form back to you, like taking the equation, taking all the extra numbers out, and just making it back to you, bringing it to self, simplifying that. Because at the end of the day, that's exactly what is important at the moment, is you, yourself, and I getting you good. Right? We're not trying to worry about all this other bullshit. If anything, thank you. You did me a favor by pointing all this crap out to me. And I'm not going to let all of that bullshit be in vain. I'm going to learn from it, and I'm going to heal myself from the inside out. I'm going to do the hard thing that you couldn't do. That's why you treated me like shit. Okay? So that's where we're kind of coming at it. And we're giving compassion to them, because, they're too scared to look at themselves. But we're not, because we have this divine guidance. Okay? So you don't have to be scared. That's also opening your relationship up to the higher power. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, because I will talk forever, okay? And I didn't even know what to make this reading about. I said, okay, I'm going to read about whatever comes out, and I'm telling you, I channel, and this is what needed to come out. And I hope this helps you, and I hope you enjoy this reading. And again, I did do this for empowerment for self, not at all for any kind of drama. Because like I said, whatever this other bullshit is, it doesn't really matter. Okay? All right. Well, thank you. Have a good night. And again, I will put my information on the description box below. I'm here available, and I'll be more than happy to help, because we could empower the world 1% at a time. And so you could empower yourself, right? Because that's what's important. We're not giving our power to other people, or allowing anybody else to have that for us. We're going to have it for ourselves. All right. Thank you. If you like the video, please give a like, a subscribe, and a share, you know, if you want. Maybe save it for later, whatever. Give me a holla. All right. Thank you. Thank you for letting me in your energy, and thank you for watching. Good night.